everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another episode here of Tour Tuesdays Allentown here at the Hive. It is a beautiful sunny day, but very cold, and we are outside. So we have some really great stuff to show you guys today here at the Hive, the first ever live work units. But before we get to that, a couple little housekeeping things. As always, we do give away a gift card every single week to the downtown Allentown market. Last week's gift card is for Angel Gomez. So Angel, we will let you know how to pick up that gift card. If you're wondering, how do I get this gift card? It's as simple as asking the question during today's show, and then out of all the people who ask questions, we will pick somebody. So please use that little comment box down below to ask a question during the live show. We'll be sure to get back to you. If not during the live show, we'll get back to you after the fact if it's something that we can't answer offhand. I am joined by two fantastic co-hosts today. One who you know and love, who see every week. That's Christina. You guys know her.
Hello. Ask your questions, please. I want to give you money.
Christina loves to give away gift cards to the market. She is here to ask all of your questions. But today I am joined by a very special guest, her first time on Tour Tuesdays. I'd like to introduce you all to Anna from City Center, who's going to tell you a little bit about herself and her involvement with the project. So, Anna.
Hi, my name is Anna Juskevich, and I'm a sales and leasing assistant here at City Center for the commercial side of things. So your retail, your restaurants, your half of the live-work unit where you're working. So I'm here as a resource to answer questions today, and if you need to reach out and ask questions directly about live-work, I'm available for that too.
Perfect. So as Anna mentioned, we're talking about the live work units today, and these are the first of its kind here in the Lehigh Valley, especially here in downtown Allentown. We have 5 of them here in the north building of the Hive. And if you're wondering, what are these live work units? Anna, do you want to tell us a little bit about what these live work units are?
So the live work units are as Megan said, are unique to the Valley, and what they are is you live in a residential unit above on the second floor of this Hive building, and then you have direct private access down a staircase here into the work premises of the live work unit. So this is good for retailers that want to live, right where they work. So this way you're open to the public in this section of your unit, and then whatever time you close up your shop or whatever, if you need to run up for lunch or something, you just lock your door, you go up to your upstairs apartment, and you can walk back down when you're ready to open back up.
It's perfect. And I think we've gotten Anna knows, we've gotten a lot of inquiries on these units over the last couple months since we started pre-leasing. And one of the things about these units is that, so we advertise them as live work units, but don't think about it like a work from home space. These are really retail customer facing type spaces that are right here on 7th Street. So Anna, do we have a vision, or are there certain kinds of things, to give people as an example of some options that could go in a space like this?
Yeah, so I think traditional retail where you're shopping for clothing boutique, maybe it's jewelry, handbags, any kind of thing where somebody can come in, shop a little bit, fill their bags and go. That's a type of retail that we're looking for, that work really well in these units. And that's what, a lot of the inquiries that we've gotten so far are a lot of those types, so that's great.
Perfect. Christina, do you have any questions so far?
No, we do not. And I really want to give you this $25 gift card to the downtown market. So please ask questions. I am watching.
Christina is always watching.
Maybe give them a little tour of the space and give them some time to think.
So I know if you haven't toured construction sites with us before, I know that these open frame spaces can be a little bit overwhelming. But what we kind of wanted to show you, and we're standing in the work portion of the unit, so this retail type space, this is really going to be a blank canvas for you to put your mark on it, really make it your own. And I know it doesn't look like a whole lot right now, but what you're looking at here is basically a big open rectangular space that you can do with what you want. And we have a fantastic marketing department and sales department who is here to guide you along the way and really make this space fit with what we have downtown in terms of branding, in terms of your setup, fit out, things like that. From a logistical standpoint, of course, doesn't look like much right now. There are bathrooms in all of the individual spaces. We have that framed out in the back. And then as Anna mentioned, kind of behind where she's standing, you have direct access to your residential unit with a door that is lockable. So it's not open to the public who are coming in, access via the retail space. Christina looks like she has something for
I'm
us.
so excited. We have I'm getting a bunch of questions. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, so Sterner Steps asks, hello, Melissa. Have any units been rented for retail yet?
We do have one that is farther along in the leasing process, and we're hoping to get that finalized, but technically they're all available, all 5.
Yeah. So from a leasing perspective, we actually have not turned over this set of units to the market yet. So for folks to be able to submit applications for residential online, it's actually not listed yet. This is in the North Building. So a lot of what we're doing right now is the preliminary research and getting set up the commercial and retail side of everything to make sure it's a good fit for both you guys and a good fit for kind of the environment we have downtown. So at the end, we'll tell you a little bit about how you can submit for this stuff online and get that process started. Christina.
Okay, I have one from Giselle. What inspired this concept for Live Work?
It's a great question. From and Anna can probably speak more to the retail side of it, but from a residential side, I assume this is Giselle, one of my residents, Giselle.
Yes.
But we have residents, and you guys know me, I've been working down here for a very long time. So many of our residents have come to us over the years and said, I love living here. I have this great idea for a store or a shop, and we want to be able to facilitate those kinds of experiences for both our residents and for people who are coming in from the outside. So especially if you're a resident who has this brainchild idea of something that you're really excited about, please come to us, and it's something that we can walk through the feasibility of it with you, and how all of that will work. But really what we want to do is not only create this gateway into the city from the north on 7th Street, bringing more retail to that space, but also making sure that the retail and the stuff that's here is what the residents want. I think that's most important. Do you have any additional?
Yeah, I would say that as a development company, City Center has always been office and then residential and retail, restaurant heavy, and that this was a nice little tie together of the retail and residential for, as Megan was saying, the people that already live here, but they see our retail offerings, are like, I would totally, have a retail location as well with you guys, and then this just makes it easy for those people.
Giselle, that was a great question. I love that question.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
We have more, but maybe I should save them for when we get upstairs so we can make it to
Christina's
the
so excited. She loves it when you ask
I'm
questions.
excited.
We're going to head upstairs and just check out the residential unit. Not a whole lot to see right now. We're just framed out. But we're going to head up the stairs. This will be much prettier when it's all done. Bathtub. Not in the middle of your unit, of course. But we are now standing up here in the residential space. We're in sort of the combination kitchen and living room space right now. I know it's a little bit hard to see without having drywall and everything in. Everything's just framed out. But this particular unit is a 1-bedroom. So it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom with your space below. And in terms of the units we do have, it's 4 1-bedroom units, correct me if I'm wrong, and 1 2-bedroom unit. So various different sizes. Mm-hmm. Christina.
All right.
Questions?
So now that we're in the residential area, one person asked, Tiffany said, are there application fee for residents?
Yeah, so in terms of residential leasing, it's the same application fee that you're going to have with all of our other buildings. So a $50 application fee per person over 18 when applying for the apartment itself. But for these live work units specifically, before we get into the actual residential application portion of it, we'll go through your business with you, your business plan, ideas, kind of get that settled away. And then once these units hit the market, we'll be able to direct you in terms of completing that back end stuff.
And this is like a good quiz question. How many units are in the Hive total?
It's a little over 260. I'm inclined to say 268, but I could be wrong. But it's right about 260 between the South Building and the North Building. So we're in the North Building right now. South Building is, of course, just south of us. That's where we've been looking at a lot of the apartments, and the Tour Tuesdays so far have all been in the South Building. So South is getting turned over to us first. North is going to be turned over right in conjunction with that, but we're going to be open this summer. So both North and South are on track for a summer move-in. Perfect. I know we kind of didn't touch too much on the apartment itself because it's very hard to see without all the space and more of the walls. But Back in here, main kitchen space, living space is right behind where you guys are standing. Beautiful bathroom, washer, dryer, bedroom, all of those normal creature comforts. One thing though I did want to point out, because it is kind of a common question that we've gotten about these units, is in terms of access to the apartment. You of course have access via your retail space downstairs, but you do have access through the rest of the residential building. So out here, envision a door. This leads out into one of our hallways. Just like you would in any other apartment, you have main hallway access. So if you're coming from your vehicle or if you're coming from the amenity spaces over in the south building, you do not have to go through your retail space in order to access the residential. That is about time for us. Christina, do we have any last minute questions before we sign off?
Oh, let me see. we have
so many phones going.
So many phones. Someone's asking about tours and pours for this Thursday.
Yes. Oh,
and
what a segue.
Yeah, that's a great segue. Will it be in both buildings?
So yes, Tours and Pours is in both buildings. So if you're not familiar with what that is, Tours and Pours is an event that we started a couple years back at Center Square Lofts, and we are bringing you back here to the Hive this Thursday starting at 5. So we do have a Facebook event for that. I believe do we have a link in bio?
We'll put one there.
We can put one there. But we are doing tour groups through this building this Thursday from starting at 5. There's different tour time slots you can sign up for. But we are going to be looping through the south building to check out the models and the amenity spaces. We're also going to be checking out a live work unit and walking through this building as well. And if you're like, yeah, that sounds like tours, but what are the pours? We have partnered with our friends at Mishka Vodka to do spirit samplings for you at the top, as well as a pouch to carry around while you're checking this out. So no better way to go on a tour than with a drink in your hand, which we're all very excited about. So be sure, if you're interested in checking this out, please sign up. We've got some great stuff to show you. So thank you guys for all of these super thoughtful and great questions today. I would like to thank my co-host, Anna, for joining me with all of her knowledge, as well as Christina, as per usual.
Thank you for all your questions. You made my Tuesday so much better.
You made Christina's day. So we will see you guys here, same time, same place next week. And I will see some of you at Tours and Pours on Thursday. Have a great day, guys.